Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Beyond Light, Season of the Splicer, Solstice of Heroes Intel. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing the Nightfall this week, which is the Disgraced Strike, which is an old strike returning from D1. It used to be the Omnigal Strike. And that was a great strike because even though it was difficult, you could solo most of it. So we're going to be discussing some solo glitches and cheeses, as well as some stuff that you can do in a group at the Grandmaster difficulty. This week's Nightfall is double loot, so if you're doing this at the higher level difficulties like Grandmaster or even Master, in some cases I was able to get 4 exotics in one round. So great week to farm in general, even if you can only do it at 1280 or even at 1240. I would suggest everybody getting in and farming as much as you can. Before we get into all the information in today's video, I just have a few shoutouts, some people who've been helping me farm out this Nightfall this week. So shout out to my buddy Sinister, the person who found one of these glitches, Daedalus, the new guy, The Guy, Gaming Forte, Luca, Taz, Harkonnen, and of course, King David. Also, I just want to remind everybody I'm still doing the giveaway on my YouTube channel. The next one will be at 50,000 subscribers. All you have to do to be entered into that giveaway is like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on all the post notifications, that bell that's right next to the big red subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. And as always, if you stick around till the end of the video, I'll have a secret hashtag you can leave in the comments section to be entered into that giveaway a second time for this video. And remember, those secret hashtags stack between all videos. So if you haven't done this on a previous piece of content on this channel, why not go back, check out another video, and of course, do it again. The first glitch is going to take place once you reach the second patrol zone in the strike. I actually caution players when they're running through this section, as any enemy you encounter will still do as much damage to you as anything in the actual strike. So if you're going for a Grandmaster, just keep an eye out. But if you run to the first of the 2 taken pillars, you can actually slip through a hole in the wall behind the first one and make it all the way to the boss encounter. Now, some initial playtesting has told me that you can actually do damage to those adds that are underneath the wall on this side. I would suggest have 2 other players run around to the front and activate the door. But a good little skip. I'm still kind of curious as the best way this can be utilized, but hopefully maybe a viewer of this video will actually find a better use for it than I have currently, though it does give you that big extra jump ahead. The second thing we're going to talk about is some glitches and cheeses for the actual boss room. The first 2 can be found up on the top right gantry next to where the boss will be once she spawns up on top. You can hide to the right and the left. I actually suggest the right when the boss is up there because you can still do damage to her through the vents. The next one will be to the right of the door as you enter. There's actually a door that's opened with a little chest in front of it. You can jump behind that door. That's up again to the right of where the boss will be as you enter the room. The next one is beneath the boss. You can actually find a little space between where this sort of computer panel is and the wall. And then over here, you can actually almost glitch out of the map. I think this is sort of out of the map because none of the enemies will actually come to you in this area, so you can't actually draw any aggro. This is probably the best spot for at least one person during a Grandmaster run. The next spot is up to the left of where the boss will be when they're up on top. And this is, again, sort of hugging the wall next to that main gantry. You can actually still do damage through the sort of that little vent there in front of you, or the scaffolding in front of you, by just shooting down. Not all weapons, I would suggest. Don't use anything that does a lot of AoE attack. I was using the Witherboard. It wasn't great for that particular spot. Just a couple of things to keep in mind if you are doing any out of bounds glitching. Sometimes this will happen and you'll end up in a wall. This happened several times to both of the members of my fire team. And yes, it's just something that it can happen. So you have to be careful. And if you are willing to try these things, make sure you do it with the full knowledge that you might actually ruin a run. So as you can see, it is double loot week. So I've actually noticed that sometimes you'll get like triple exotic loot. I don't know if that's totally correct. I know that it says double loot, and you do get a lot when you're doing these on Grandmaster or even Master, but to get 3 exotic helmets just seems kind of crazy. Tons of stuff to be had. Of course, we still have the Swarm and the Palindrome, as well as the Shadow Price available this week. I believe all the weapons are available, if I'm not mistaken, but at least 3. So have fun farming this out. I know the Palindrome is pretty sought after. It's pretty good in the meta, it seems like, at the moment. At least that's what I've been told. I've been playing with one for a couple of seasons now, and I really don't notice them being any better this season particularly. I was actually kind of a big fan of the 120s when people told me they were good last season. So, you know, you let me know. Hopefully you get a good roll. I don't know if the Shadow Price is any good anymore. The Swarm is what it is, a heavy machine gun. Fun. I never really find a good place to use them. Sometimes in PvP, that's what I like to use them, for just Iron Banner or General Crucible. But thank you all so much for watching all the way till the end of the video. If you've made it this far, please leave a hashtag #TheDisgraced or a hashtag Season of the Splicer or a hashtag BeyondLight. And as always, I am Wilhelm Scream. Of course, we will see you in the next video. Little.